Hi Stitchy friends, it's Patty from Four Boys and an NL Girl coming to you from the extreme east coast of Canada in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador on the island of Newfoundland at almost the most easterly point in North America. My pronouns are she, her, and it is January 18th, I think. Might be the 19th. It's Sunday, whatever date that is. I should have checked before I started videoing and I forgot. I haven't done a whole lot of stitching over the past couple weeks, so I didn't do a video last weekend, but I thought I would do one this weekend and at least show you the little bit of stitchy progress that I have. I'm still working on the same pieces I was working on during the last video, so nothing new there. And after I show you those, I'll do a little bit of a short life update as well. So let's get started. I've got first, and both of these are in Evertote. Is it gonna focus? Maybe. Oh, it's upside down anyway. Oh, no, it's not. Anyway, it's in an Evertote. This is a small wedge bag. I really enjoy the, I really like the pattern that's in this fabric. And inside here is my festive mandala, which I am now up to day 15 on, of the outline. I'm concentrating on working on the outline, and when I get that done, then I'm going to go back and do the fill-in. So here's how it's looking right now. Yeah, I think it's really, really pretty. It's going to be absolutely stunning when I start filling in the colors. Can't wait. But I decided that it was, it just works for my brain a little bit better to concentrate on the outline first and then the fill-in because I'm so far behind. So this was a stitch along hosted by Vonnie at Thread the Needle. I'm using my own converted colors, so it's a mix of DMC, Brennan Needle, there's some cottage, the one in Australia, Cottage Country Garden, is that what they're called? In here, so a whole bunch of gorgeous flosses. Yeah, so that's that one. I'm pleased with how it's going, but I have to admit I only worked on this one earlier today because I have been very limited in my stitchy time, but I managed to get to day 15, so that's awesome. My next project is one of my own designs that I'm working on. I am still hoping to get it released in January, though apparently it's going to be later in January than I had originally planned. I'd asked people to have a look and guess what it is, and there was quite a few guesses saying that this was a mug, or that the very little part that I showed a couple weeks ago was a mug with steam rising from it, and you're absolutely right. It is a mug with steam rising from it. It is a hot chocolate mug with steam rising from it. So I still have to fill in the marshmallows. I've just got the shadows for the marshmallows there. Here's the steam, and I'm started on the red and white striped plate that's going to go underneath. These I need to fill in. There's going to be pussy willows, and I'm not going to tell you what's going to be right here. We'll have another guessing game and see if you can figure out what is going to go there. I'll give you a hint. It's very cute. The stitching in this mug was no joke. And I have this particular up here, like from the middle section up. I started and ripped out and started and ripped out. I'm sure I started it and ripped it out 5 times. So that caused a little bit of stress, but I'm really happy with how it looks now. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll have it finished by the time you see it next, but I certainly hope to have some significant progress by the time you see it next. So a very short update because I'm not stitching as much. I was watching Sheila over at Mrs. Stitches, and I'll put Sheila's information in the comments below, or in the description box below. Anyway, Sheila, I always admire how much stitching Sheila gets, because even before I was working, I wasn't as disciplined as she is about getting stitching done. So I'm sorry that this is not as exciting a video as others in terms of content. but that's okay. Just a little bit of a life update. My new job is going well, getting busier and busier as I take on more responsibility there and I learn more. Still very tired in the evenings, which is why I'm not getting much stitching done. I'd say it's still going to take me a few weeks to get used to the working full-time regularly, getting up at 6 in the morning, getting off to work for 8:30, traffic. And we're still, I think I mentioned last video as well that we were looking for a new to us vehicle. We're still doing that. What else is new? Still basketball and cadets here at our house. So we're doing a lot of taxiing. Middleist and my husband are out right now. My husband's dropping him off at a basketball game. And I can't think of anything else to say. So that I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me for this very brief update video. I'll try not to be a stranger, and I'll try and drop in again in the next week to 2 weeks. I would like to have my design finished to have it released in January, so hopefully that will happen, but if it doesn't, that's okay too. And I hope you're safe. I hope you're warm or cool, depending what part of the world you're in. And I hope you get some time to experience some stitchy goodness yourself. Take care, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye.